Good morning and a very big welcome to all my friends and family who've decided they're courageous enough to have a look at my video. In the last few very difficult months of coronavirus, lockdown in Melbourne and all of the other stuff that has entailed, I decided I needed to find something useful to do with my time. So I thought, what can be more useful than looking at YouTube videos? During that time of looking at videos, I've discovered that YouTube's full of cats and gorgeous babies and an awful lot of young, good-looking, bright, energetic people, but mainly young people, doing all sorts of different things. And over time I began to wonder, where are the old people? Where are all of those of us who do all sorts of really wonderful, exciting things, but don't seem to be on YouTube? And I thought somebody needs to claim that space. YouTube for old folks. So, right now I'm in Katoomba in the Blue Mountains, an hour and a half west of Sydney, Australia, and I'm about to go for a walk. So I'm going to put together a YouTube of how a senior citizen goes out for a beautiful walk in a beautiful area. It's a lovely sunny day today. I need to ditch my thick red jacket and put on some shorts and walk out the door. See you later. So this is the Blue Mountains, rugged escarpments, deep bush, blue atmosphere, something to do with particles in the air being reflected by sunlight or something, I don't know. It's all a bit too scientific for me. Lots of sheer cliffs which eventuate every couple of thousand years or so when water gets in and into the cracks and expands and contracts. Eventually the cracks get wider and weaken the edges of the cliffs, and great big blocks of rocks fall away, leaving sheer cliffs as a result. The walk around the top is called the Prince Henry Cliff Walk, and the main idea about this walk is just saunter along and enjoy all the magnificent views over the valleys and the escarpments. Here we go. Here's the first of the signs that I'm going to be following for the day. The first place I'm going to is Echo Point and the Three Sisters. It's going to take me about an hour to get there. This is what the path's like. Down to one side, a stream, water, waterfalls, and up above, if I can see some, you can hear them, yellow-crested cockatoos. You can't see it, but I can certainly hear it. But in case I don't get to see any, I've got them on my socks. So, next bit of the path, pretty easy really. Anybody could do it, including, I think it's probably set up for wheelchairs as well. Lots of white heath flowers on this section. And this one, called, I think it's egg and bacon or something. Every now and then you come to a bit of a rock shelter like this one. I wonder if the Aborigines in days gone by used to have picnics in here. Here's another rock shelter. It's even got steps going up it. It's nice walking in the shade, I must say. That sun's quite warm today. Okay, I'm at Echo Point. You can hear lots of voices behind me. Over there's where I started walking. I came around the valley, and then this is the lookout. There's a better view of the Three Sisters. You might be able to see a small bridge between the first sister and the cliff. That's called Honeymoon Bridge. That's where I'm going to be walking to. And then I go down the steps on the other side. Now they're called the giant steps. I'm not sure if it means that there's so many or because they're so big, but either way I'm going to be doing it really slowly. There's lots of wildlife in this part of the walk. This is the giant stairway. Down, 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 down. Here we go. Down to Honeymoon Bridge. So, should be a lot less people now because most of them go back up from Honeymoon Bridge, but it is so steep. There was actually a sign saying caution, walkers below. So, I'll video, but I'm not going to talk. I'm going to focus on hanging on. I think I'm going to switch the camera off for a little while. They say it takes half an hour to get down the stairs and 45 minutes to get up. I reckon it would take me a lot longer to get up. I'm guessing I'm about halfway down now. There don't seem to be many other people, hardly any. I've noticed my knees are starting to feel the twinge now, just a little bit. Here's what seems to be a ladder, masquerading as a set of stairs. There's actually nothing solid underneath this, except at each end. And over here is a sign, rockfall area. I love the colours of these rocks. There's somebody coming up. So we're starting to level out. There's people down there and a level path. And I actually see a sign. We'll get a bit closer and have another look. So now I'm pretty well down the bottom. There's still more to go, but the path is levelled out and it's lunchtime. It's 2 o'clock. It's time to have something to eat. So in my backpack I've got my sandwiches. Well, it's bread with butter on it and cheese. Yep. And I have a container of veggies, which like a salad sandwich. If I'm still hungry after that, I have a banana and a biscuit and a bottle of water. Well, lunch has been eaten. It's time to pack up my stuff, move on, because the walk to the train, I'm going to take a little train, the steepest train in the world apparently. I'm going to take a little train up the escarpment at the other end. It'll take me between 1 and 2 hours to walk there, and the last train goes in 2.5 hours, and I'm well known for taking a lot longer ways to walk any distance. So have a drink and then I'll get moving. No rush, just time to go. So going back up the way I came is 900 steps I just read. Alternatively I can take the train. It'll take me up to 2 hours to walk up to there, and it leaves in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, here we go. Hopefully it's a little bit flatter. Looking good, though probably if I stop and take so many photos and things, it's going to take me more than the 2.5 hours to get there. So I'll probably need to either film less or walk while I'm filming. Yeah, it's quite nice here, very pretty. The midges are a bit of a problem, but you just got to run faster than they can fly. The walk's not hard, but I wouldn't call it exactly easy either. There's lots of rocks, goes down, every now and then you're going to jump or clamber. Watch where you go. Typical Australian bushwalk really. Here's a tree root. Yep. Duck down under overhanging branches. Watch out for snakes. There's been that many people traipsing up and down and around here, there's probably no snakes anywhere. They've all been scared off long ago. Way back when I was on top of the cliffs, I spoke about how the water getting into cracks and crevices contracted and expanded and over time pushed blocks of rock off the cliff faces. And this is obviously one such piece that's landed here, goodness knows how many hundreds or thousands of years ago. But it's well settled into its patch of dirt now. But you can see the sheer face on it. Obviously it was attached to a cliff at some stage. Am I looking hot and bothered? I probably shouldn't be, because I mean, even though it's quite warm, it's dappled shade, it's fairly even. It's actually quite pleasant walking. Problem is when you stop, I get eaten alive by these biting little insects, midges, mosquitoes. I don't know what they all are, but they all want to have a taste of my legs. So it's easy to just keep walking. Here's more of that flat rock on the path. There's another great big one here. Huge. Look at this tree. I wonder what caused all of those. It must be getting close to civilization. We have a railing. Over there's a great view of the Three Sisters standing by themselves, and over on that side there is Solitary Rock, I think it's called. So that was the story of my walk, my one day's adventure around the Three Sisters of Katoomba near Sydney, Australia. It all went well. Got bitten by a few mozzies, but apart from that everything was brilliant. It's time for me to have a coffee now, so I'm going to kick back and enjoy my coffee, and then I'll ponder how I'm going to put all these bits and pieces together into some sort of YouTube thing so I can start to claim a place for senior citizens on YouTube. Signing off. Bye for now. Of course, young folk all say, you know, at the end of their videos, you know, if you want to subscribe, press the subscribe button. Do I really care? I've got 8 subscribers. 8! I have 8 subscribers, of whom 3 of them are my children, so I've got 5 other interested or not interested people. I'm happy. Okay, bye for now, second time.